Welcome back to the show, IGN Live from Comic-Con, presented by the all-new LG G4. I'm Damon, this is Roth, and we're joined by a couple con men, Nathan Fillion and Tudyk. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
One con man in particular, and one very lucky man based on this. First of all, this is the perfect place to talk about this series.
Right.
How many stories do you think you're going to walk away with after this Comic-Con for your series?
Probably not much. Well, maybe, because the character, the con man, it's convention man is what it's short for, isn't as successful as this con. This con is like the mothership of all cons. He does the little cons all over the world. Bacon, X-Con. He hopes one day to get the biggest con, which is the Shaka Con, which I guess this is sort of representative of what the Shaka Con would be.
But to be fair, bacon is delicious.
It is.
In pretty much anything, including chocolate. Let's talk about, for those who don't know, you should know, this is an Indiegogo-funded web series, yes? And you play Ray Nearly. Why is it spelled W-R-A-Y?
That's my middle name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, my parents did, and it was like, Ray. I don't know if they were fans of Faye Ray, but who was the chick in she was the lady, the woman who was in Godzilla's grasp and got jerked around. Head trauma. Yeah. They never talk about it. Whiplash, head trauma, forever. Walked with a stoop. But Ray, that's how it's spelled. Ray nearly making it. Wink. And Jack Moore, who has more than Ray.
So you guys were on a fictitious series.
Spectrum,
that was canceled too soon.
Yes.
And now you are going around trying to sort of make your life work as an actor. You have become incredibly successful, and you guys are best friends. So I know you've talked about this a lot. There are some very obvious parallels to not your actual lives in terms of what happened after Firefly, but Spectrum and Firefly, where you played the pilot and you were the captain of the ship.
Right.
So let me ask you this. How referential is the 200 times a day that you are likely asked if Firefly will return? Like, are you asked constantly if Spectrum will return? In the show?
Spectrum will return. You mean like Firefly will return?
Yes.
Well, we were asked 2 years ago. We had the 10-year anniversary with Joss Whedon. Most of the cast was there, and it was a huge turnout. And that question was, of course, asked. And Joss said no. So it's from the man. He said, I feel like at this point it's become something that you don't want to mess with. It's almost like the sequel to a movie that isn't as good. It's Godfather 3.
Yeah.
That's the fear. I think personally it will come back.
Yeah.
But I think like another 10 years, and as long as you have the captain, it can go. What was the one idea you had about the moon?
What?
Well, yes, where you're on a moon. Somebody shows up on the moon, they're trudging through this terrible place. It's like, God, this is the worst thing. And they knock on the door of this little crap shack. And that's the name of it. You sell that out of it. And you come to the door.
You're talking about one of actually Joss's ideas of what would happen if they brought it back.
That was Joss's idea?
Yeah, like the next movie or something like that. Yeah. It was very good.
So Joss's idea was that Mao is on a crap shack on the moon.
Listen, there's details here. They're getting wires crossed. The point is, Firefly never had a chance to suck, which was one of, I think, the most wonderful things about it. Every time I come to a convention, I'll meet someone who says, I just saw it for the first time last week. Why did it get canceled? And they're having to go through all the emotions that everyone has gone through who's ever watched Firefly from the beginning, and it's fantastic. But what I love about it is that the conventions don't get smaller, the crowds don't get smaller, they get bigger. There's just more fans all the time. They keep coming.
Yeah.
Thank God. Con Man, we're hoping, will be the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's the show inside of Con Man, which is Spectrum, and I'm the pilot, he's the captain, and if you watch the trailer, which is online, you'll see us again in a spaceship, it's a great backdoor way to get into
a little bit
spaceship.
of Firefly.
Yeah.
I would be open to seeing a wash space zombie. I'm just putting that out there into the universe. We'll see what comes back.
I just hope that the audience at home knows what they see here is like a stage and these people here. What they don't see is the mission control going on behind cameras. There's screens, there's people hunched over, computers working so hard.
Sniper rifles on
People
us.
with whips in the back saying, "Type faster, investigate what he just said. Make sure it's true."
Yeah. Speaking of the
Oh no,
audience
we
at
don't
home,
investigate truth. We just put that out into the world.
Keep Facebooking.
Yes.
speaking of the audience at home, we actually have a question.
Oh, good,
right now
good.
on Twitter.
Yes.
This one comes from Alex. Hi, Nathan.
Hi.
Lots of people want to see you in the Uncharted movie. Were you interested in doing that?
So Nolan North, who does all the voices for Nathan Drake in the Uncharted games, is in Con Man,
Okay.
and he's saying he's talking to me saying, "Man, all I get every day is, hey, you know who would be really great in the Uncharted movies? Not you, but Nathan." Poor Nolan.
And Nolan is in Con Man, and he plays the second best motion capture person in the world. And he hates Andy Serkis. I mean, Serkis makes a good monkey. I mean, if you want to do a monkey, that's who you want. What's he going to do next? Curious George? I'll play the man in the yellow hat. Maybe I'll take a
Why
hammer
would
to
he
his
need
head.
to be in motion capture, the man in the yellow cat? Anyway, okay, that's aside. Let me ask you this. The part of the journey, part of Ray's journey is learning to love and embrace his fans. That's
Yes.
what I understand. So you guys have always been great with your fans.
Yeah.
But was there ever sort of a getting comfortable? Were you ever kind of overwhelmed? Have you ever been as big a fan of anything as people are of you?
I'm still a little goofy around Bruce Campbell.
Right?
He was just here.
We know. We were
He's
hanging out with
awesome.
him. He's so great. He's a wonderful guy. Evil Dead 2. Is there anything ever going to be like it that was so amazing? And never. No.
Are
it
you in
won't be.
Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness?
I love them both. Evil Dead 2 is just, I mean, it's just a bunch of guys just trying as hard as they can to make $50 just stretch. I love it. I love that movie.
We have another question here from our viewers. Bring this up. Remember, you can tweet your questions at IGN, hashtag IGN Live, just like Claire did. For Alan, what was it like directing a group of friends who are also fellow professionals?
Oh, that's a good question.
It was great. Luckily, my group of friends are very good actors, and the best part, truly the best part of Con Man, beyond actually having fans on set, I guess they were equal things. Having fans on set that got to be in it and get lines and just kind of, it was really sort of family feeling, was watching like Amy Acker take the role and make it this so much funnier than I wrote. Other people making him so much funnier than I wrote. That was really fun.
At one point, you were directing Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
So is he in it as the showrunner of
No.
Spectrum? Oh.
No, he plays a low-level crew member on a movie that Jack Moore is in called Operation Hammertoe. It's kind of a Bourne legacy type thing. And yeah, directing him was not... I was nervous the minute he stepped on set because I'm directing him. I didn't do a very good job. He kept asking, any direction? I don't know. It looks good to me. I'm loving it. Improv, you write lines.
So how can people watch the show?
On Vimeo. On Vimeo, September 30th, it comes out. You can pre-order right now. You can watch the trailer online, Con Man. And I think that you'll get a good sense of what it's about. You'll see a little of the space show. You'll see a lot of the comedy. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Con Man. I'm looking forward to it. Nathan Allen, thank you so much for coming by the show.
Thank you, Jer.
Stay tuned. We have more to come here from IGN Live at Comic-Con right after this.
Do the red lights. Do the DEF CON 5. DEF CON 5.
It's a